Welcome back to Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent. Still to come with you, bring you the best of talkSPORT. We'll also talk about Sunderland and Newcastle later on. We've got to talk about that in a lot of detail. What result that was for Sunderland. Wow. Talk about Spurs as well, so we've got loads coming up. But now let's get a Man City angle from the Carabao Cup final yesterday. Join us on Drive is the legend that is the Oasis superstar, massive Man City fan, as we say hello and good afternoon to Noel Gallagher. Hello, Noel.
All right, mate.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good, man. Thanks for coming. By the way, the panic that you caused with One More Billy, who accidentally pressed the video button to call you rather than the audio one.
Yeah, I just had to have a word with him.
Yeah. Apparently he was like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Gallagher."
Yeah, well, yeah, he should be. Next time I'm in there, he'll be getting a clip round the ear.
You know, we were wondering when you came on today how awake you would sound after yesterday. Did you have a big celebration? Yeah. Was it a late one?
Yeah, we celebrated it hard. I'm not sure I could overstate the importance of that yesterday for us. It was, it's not like the League Cup's not important to Man City, the organisation. They're not built for League Cups, but for that team, it's half the squad is new players. For them to win their first medals and beat the best team in the league, best team in Europe, that was huge yesterday for us. You cannot overstate it. It was huge. So, yeah, we went out last night, unfortunately.
No, did it even surprise you? Because you've been on here before just talking about how you weren't sure about City this season. Maybe some of the new players hadn't quite gelled. But that performance, certainly in the second half, was like, it felt like City of old.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it was a combination of two things. It was, I don't know what was said in the dressing rooms between the two managers, but Pep had them fired up. It looked like City wanted it more than Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think once the second goal went in, Arsenal threw it in. You could see them just looking and thinking, they were looking at the clock thinking, just get us off the pitch, And there was at no point from the second half onwards did it feel like we were going to lose that game. I mean, their end emptied rapid. The players didn't want it. It was like, I was a bit shocked at that. It seems to be this thing now with Arsenal when they play City. There's always this, well, we never turned up. This is becoming a habit now for Arsenal. The only time they've turned up is when they spanked us 5-1. And then that you hear it all with Arsenal fans all the time saying, "Oh, we just never turned up." But I don't know whether that's City not allowing them to play the game or maybe they've got a mental block. Yeah. I don't know, but
maybe a bit of both.
But I honestly think that was huge for the club yesterday. If you think for Semenyo, first medal, Nico, first medal, Kusanov, first medal, James Trafford, first medal, Cherky, first medal, you cannot overstate that yesterday.
Just a quick, you mentioned James Trafford. You and I have had that conversation before. I think he's a really good player. But he's not your number one. Obviously, Donnarumma. When you saw the team sheets announced beforehand, were you surprised that both teams didn't go with their number one keeper in such a big game?
No, it's what they do. Arteta learned from Pep, and Pep, Ederson barely played in a cup final for us. Barely. I wouldn't know how many, apart from the Champions League final, obviously, but like League Cup finals, it was always, whoever was the number 2 at the time. So it is a thing, but, if Kepa was my number 2, I don't think he'd be getting anywhere near it. It's not unusual for them to play the backup keeper, but if it's Kepa, I mean, he's got history in finals. He had a meltdown one year when we played. He refused to come off. So there you go. I mean, Arteta will live and learn off that.
Well, he needs to. Nico O'Reilly, no. I mean, what a game it was for him, but his development over the last couple of years has been absolutely incredible. Did you know this was coming? Because, of course, you always hear whispers about young kids in academies and you go, wow, they're going to be the next superstar. I don't remember hearing too much about him. Did you know about him before he obviously made his debut and stuff?
It came completely out of the blue. Like, the name, no one had ever mentioned it to me, and then he's just growing. He had a little... Because I just hope he doesn't turn into one of those players where no one knows what his best position is. Because he's left back, he's right back, he's holding midfield, he's played as number 10. But he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable, and he bossed it yesterday. And he's what is he want? What is he? 20? He was 20 recently. Yeah, 21. Yeah. I mean, where's he going to be 4 years' time when he's 25? When he's coming into his peak, that's kind of quite frightening. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he was great, but I just think for the collective, that's why Pep was celebrating it big, because he knows, do you know what I mean? As big as that first trophy would have been for Arsenal, I think if Arsenal would have won it yesterday, we might as well have all packed up and gone home. But now that City have won it, you know, if Arsenal are running away with the league, they've been kind of shot in the thigh yesterday, so they'll be limping for a while. And it's good for the league that we've got 2 weeks off so they can sit and stew about it. And then the first game's back at FA Cup games. And then it's all to play for now. I mean, I'd still, if I was a betting man, I'd still put money on Arsenal, but it's certainly all to play for.
It's interesting you say, it's a good analogy you use about them being shot in the thigh, because that's how I feel. They're still the front runners. They've got a 9-point lead over you. You've got a game down, so that's 6. If you beat them in the league, that's 3. Do you think yesterday's result could have an effect on the rest of their season?
Well, that game for them, right, was enormous. You would have thought they must have spoke about it in the week, saying if we win this trophy, it's the first trophy for this team. And, you know, they've given everybody else in the country now the chance to call them chokers and bottlers again. Now, when it comes down to it, in a few weeks' time, when there's a game that they have to win, then, you know, they're used to choking, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know, I don't know whose running is better, but you know, even in the Champions League, it doesn't bode well.
No.
You know, so it's like, even in the, you know, let's just say City and Arsenal get to the FA Cup final. You know, they're lining up against City again. I mean, Kepa won't be playing, but they're lining up against City again, and, you know, they're looking across the halfway line at the kickoff and thinking, you know, they don't seem to be the kind of team that will go and take it by the scruff of the neck in a one-off game. Do you know what I mean?
Before the game, did you fancy you or them to win it? There's a reason I'm asking that.
I actually thought it would be a lot tighter than it was, and I picked us to win on penalties.
Okay. If I asked you that now for the league game, would your answer be the same, that it would be close or not?
No, it'd be a tight game.
You still think so?
Yeah, it'll be a tight game. And so if you'd have asked me before yesterday what I thought about the game at the Etihad, I would have been less confident than I am now. I mean, City will be feeling 10 foot tall now, and they'll bounce back from international break. If they win the game in hand, you don't forget, Arsenal only got to draw one game, and it is on. So, you know, it's great. It's great for the league.
You seem a lot more upbeat than the last time we spoke, because last time we spoke to you, it was like, it was done. You had no chance, but the gap's still the same, but you sounds like you fancy it a bit.
Nah, 9 points. I mean, I don't expect Arsenal you look at them in the league, I don't expect Arsenal to drop many points. And we're still a little bit inconsistent. So I don't think they can be caught, but they've been shot in the thigh, you know, so we'll see what they're made of now, you know. And City have to win every game now till the end of the season, and that's FA Cup games and league games, every single game. And it might be a season too much. But it bodes well for next season, that's for sure.
No, we saw a little bit of obviously Shirky, and there's a lot been made about his showboat and he's celebrating him lying on the floor. I mean, what did you think of that? And do you mind it? Have you got any problem with it?
I don't like the keepy uppy thing.
What do you not? Why?
No, there's no need for that.
I loved it.
Well, if you're Ronaldo or you're Messi, right, fair enough, but you're not. So and you know, what if we end up losing that game? It just becomes a meme for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? It's like, even we were stood up in the gods and was just thinking, no, don't start that now. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't watched it, but I believe Pep wasn't too pleased.
Yeah. He sort of looked to the skies.
I think he took him off just after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it, because what it does, it fires up their team. You know, they start flying into tackles. Somebody can get legs broken, things like that happen. But that guy's a maverick. You know, he looks like a little pirate. You know, I'm not sure he would give a damn about that. He'll just go and do what he does, and he plays his game, and he played well. And there you go. Good for him.
Do you know, someone who I thought was outstanding yesterday, and he probably doesn't get the credit he deserves, although you'll appreciate him and know how great he is Bernardo Silva. Now, I don't know what's happening at the end of the season, but, I mean, how good was he yesterday? And also, he must fall into that bracket of David Silva, De Bruyne, that legendary bracket.
He, for sure, I mean, he's got an engine like no footballer I've ever seen. I don't know how that guy, has he ever been injured? Ever? And he just puts it 150% in every single game. I don't know what he has for breakfast, but he's unbelievable. Yeah. He's unbelievable. He's a lovely guy. I hope he gets a statue because he's done a lot with us and he's amazing. If he's in your team, you've got half a chance because he will not stop.
Did you, usually when City win a trophy, I see you hanging out with the players, maybe in the dressing room or on the pitch. Did you meet up with the boys afterwards?
No. We liked it. We were in a quite boozy box yesterday. Okay. We were kind of. I
saw you with your brother.
Yeah.
That was nice. How did that come? Whose box was? Who invited who?
He invited me in his box.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So he was on spectacular form. And he was enjoying. We on either side of us were two Arsenal boxes.
Oh, amazing! And
let's put it this way: he was letting them know that he was there.
Oh, that's nice. That's
good.
The pictures, I saw the pictures. It looked like you were all having fun there. Were your kids there as well, and his kids?
Yeah. All the kids were there, and it was. We had a great time, and. Yeah, we were. Alfie Allen's dad was in. I tell you, he was in our box. Was Joe Cole? He was having a great time too.
Was he meant to be in there?
I think he knows. He must know someone who's connected with Liam. I don't know, but
I saw you had a picture with Phil Foden's boy. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's the double of his dad, isn't he? God dear, even the haircut's the same.
I don't think he's taller as well. No, his missus came in and said he wants a picture of you and him. Yeah, but it was a great day out, and it was. I was pleased because because when I go away with the team, we don't do the corporate thing. We stand on the terraces. There's been a little bit of a loss after the West Ham game. The lads in the away end were down. We were down coming out of that game, so it's given the fans a little bit of a lift there, it was the perfect day for us.
Yeah. Just quickly, just because it's popped into my head, were you UFC the day before, right?
Oh my God, what a night that was! Yeah, me and my lads have had the best weekend
it sounds
ever.
Like it, yeah.
Yeah, we've had a great weekend. We took the lads to the UFC and they met Michael Bisping, and Dana White took him in the octagon and all that. We had the best night with the best weekend. And we were saying, if City win, it'd be the best weekend ever, but my two lads have put it in the top 3 weekends of all time.
What are the other two?
I think we went to Iceland, not to the other place where you buy profiterole rolls. We went to we went to the country Iceland once, and then I think one of the weekends on the Oasis tour was right up there. But we had a brilliant weekend, and it was St. Pat's week, St. Patty's Day last week. I mean, I was out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and yesterday. I mean, I'm looking my age this morning. Let me tell you.
Wow. I don't put you down as a UFC fan.
Well, I've grown into it. When McGregor came along, I happened to be in Ireland one night, and we got a pub in Galway or wherever it was, and I don't think he was part of the UFC then. He was in another organisation. The pub was packed waiting for this guy to appear, and he was like the trash talk and all that. And when he went to UFC, he kind of followed his fights. But then my lads are experts at it. They know everything about the UFC, and I mean everything. They know every fighter, all the stats, who's going to fight who, what they weigh, where they train. It's kind of become a thing when the fights are on. I have a flat full of teenagers till 6 a.m, which is interesting. And I love it now. I think I've gone, once you see the UFC, you just go off boxing. Yeah. Boxing's for fairies.
Can I ask, just before I let go, I don't know what I've got in my head. Did you used to go to the WWE stuff, or have I made that up?
No, I took my lads.
Oh, right, okay.
I took my lads when they were younger. Yeah, they wanted to get me involved in it one night. They said, "Do you want to slap Batista in the face?" And I was like, "No, thanks." You're all right.
I'd have paid money for that.
No, when they were much younger, when they were kids, it happened to come on the telly one afternoon. They were like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh God!" So we took them to a couple of WWE events at the O2, but no, don't go to them.
Beautiful. No, you're a star. Thanks so much for coming on. Well, just maybe you want to give one word to Bentley about his Arsenal team coming second again. Anything you want to say?
Just the shock that their end emptied. Like a bomb went off in there, and they emptied fast. Their fans gave it up. Their fans give it up more than any fan base I've ever come. I mean, I couldn't believe the exodus in that end. It was unbelievable. They're a disgrace. Piers Morgan, a disgrace. Keown's a disgrace. Ray Parlour, he's a legend, but he's also a disgrace.
No, you're a legend as well. Thanks so much for coming on, man.
See you in a bit. Bye.
There you go, the superstar is Noel Gallagher.
Enjoy that.
Giving it like it is.
You enjoy that, didn't you?
Well, it's just nice to hear, another football fan. You don't say anything negative to him, are you? You're scared of him.
No, there's nothing negative.
You don't disagree with
What can I say? They battered us. If we win the league, it's a different story. What can I say to that?
Just move that ball there.
Listen, next time I'm throwing it through that screen.
More from me and Benny right after this. Live on Drive on talkSPORT.